Good morning. Today the concluding part of the chapter, topic 2.4.4. Are the crystals of salts really dry? And activity 2.15 we are going to do diagrammatically. Figure 2.9. Here they are taking copper sulfate crystal which are blue in color. Copper sulfate crystal which are blue in color, and they are heating. This is a test tube burner. They are heating, and after some time you will be observing that you will see water droplets in the inner side of the test tube. Okay, then they are asking, first they are asking what is the color of copper sulfate crystal. So you have to write answer blue. Copper sulfate crystals are blue in color. And after heating also they are asking that what is the color of copper sulfate which is burnt. So it becomes colorless, or it becomes light in color, dull in color. Okay, why does it happen? So this one is activity. Now explanation is given in your book. Copper sulfate crystal which is dry, which seems dry. Okay, when we take the salt, any salt in our hand, it seems dry, but actually they are not dry. Especially if you have color of the salt, then that color of the salt is due to the wetness, due to the water molecule present in it. We cannot see, but it is present in it, and that's why in some formula you have to write how many molecule of water is present. Okay, so copper sulfate crystal which seem to be dry contains water in crystallization form. When it is in crystal form, it has blue color. That means it has water molecules in it. When we heat the crystal, this water is removed and salt turns white. It becomes colorless. Salt turns white. So before heating, blue in color. After heating, white in color. Where the blue color has gone? That's the reason why that is the reason can be asked, why, where the blue color of copper sulfate crystal has gone. The answer is given down. Okay, now if you want to get the blue color back, what you have to do, you just moisten, put little water in this which is heated, which is white in color. Put little water, the blue color of copper sulfate will come back. If you moisten the crystal again and again with water, you will find that color of crystals reappears. Now the reason is down this way in your textbook, this paragraph. Okay, in your textbook this paragraph, just make bracket. Water of crystallization is the fixed number of molecules present in one formula unit of salt. Okay, so water molecules are present in almost all the salt. They are not exactly dry, they are little wet. Here we are taking copper sulfate. So in copper sulfate 5 water molecules are present. Chemical formula for hydrated copper sulfate is CuSO4 and 5H2O. Let us go for other example. Other examples are Na2CO3, 10H2O. What is this Na2CO3? Sodium carbonate. One more new salt is that gypsum, that is CaSO4, 2H2O. CaSO4, calcium sulfate, CaSO4, 2H2O. The next topic is related with the gypsum. Plaster of Paris. Formula is CaSO4 half H2O, half molecule of water. On heating gypsum, you have seen in previous part. Gypsum formula is CaSO4 2H2O. On heating gypsum, if I heat gypsum, what happens? As if I heated copper sulfate, the water molecule has vaporized. Even in gypsum, the water molecule will be vaporized. That means it loses water. But at what degree? 373 Kelvin. It loses water molecules and becomes calcium sulfate hemihydrate. Hemi half. That is why the formula is half H2O. Hemihydrate. Formula is half H2O. This is called plaster of Paris, the substance which doctor use as plaster for supporting bones in the right position. Plaster of Paris is white powder, and on mixing it with water, it changes to gypsum, once again giving a hard solid mass. POP पता है हम लोग लगाते हैं ये घर पे भी for decoration purpose in the ceiling and even fracture and all, you people know very well. CaSO4 half H2O plus 1.5 H2O. Why we are taking 1.5? Because we know that gypsum has 2 molecules of water. Okay, gypsum has 2 molecules. So to make it balance, we are taking 1.5. And now how can we add? It is not like just glass adding 1.5 glass. It's a calculation. Okay, these all calculations are done by, these measurements are done by the factories and industries, those who are preparing this gypsum or POP. So formula goes like this way, equation goes like this way, CaSO4 half H2O plus 1.5 H2O gives CaSO4 2H2O. It again convert into gypsum. Let us go few uses of POP. Uses of POP. In your textbook 3 are given. First one for making toys, second in material for decoration, in your at your home office POP for decoration, third for making surfaces smooth. Okay, 3 are there, for, in, for, ऐसे याद रखो. For making toys, in material for decoration, for making surfaces smooth. Okay children, today we have finished chapter 2. Tomorrow onwards you will be getting question answers of chapter 1 and chapter 2. Till we finish chapter 2, writing question answers will not start the new chapter. First I shall give you in text of chapter 1 and exercise of chapter 1. Okay, slowly you can start writing in fair notebook and start learning also. That's all for today.